Hi Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a read, and this is going to be for the full month of August 2020. We're going to see what wants to come out for you, okay? So this is going to be a general read. So if you're looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, then go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box below, all right? So let's jump into this and see what's going for you here, okay? This is, again, a general read. My bi-weeklies deal more with love, but we're going to see what wants to come to the surface. And I think that's kind of neat because that's what the universe wants you to know. All right. So that's what we're going to work on here. I do want to thank all of you that have been booking coaching packages with me, reads with me. It's been fantastic. Woo, you guys, it's amazing. I just thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. For those of you that are looking to make a change in your life and want to move forward in terms of overcoming any sort of blockages, limiting beliefs that might be holding you back from, maybe in the past, but now you're ready to make a change and you're definitely want to see some results. You definitely want to book a discovery session up here or in my description box. It's a complimentary session, but it does allow us to get to know you a little bit better and make a better educated recommendation based upon your needs in terms of the results that you want to achieve. So if that's of interest to you, definitely book it here or in my description box, okay? All right, let's jump into this. We're going to cover how we can get you a lot more clarity. So what we're going to do is we're going to be focusing on your circumstances. We'll focus on what are the causes of the confusion and then what can help you, and then 3 steps that are going to get you there, okay? And then we'll pull some clarifiers. I'm going to be using the Vivid Journey Tarot, and we're going to start there. So where are you at right now, Gem? Where are you at? So we've got the 5 of Swords. So this is interesting because what this tells me in terms of the 5 of Swords, it's the 5s are all about some sort of adversity. This is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius type energy. So I do feel that there's maybe some sort of adversity, some sort of a transition that is taking place right now for you. It's like it's kind of like you're going through a major change. And so I feel that you've got 4 swords here, right? And then you've got this 5 here, and the 5 is just telling me that there's maybe some sort of tension, some sort of conflict, and some sort of defeat here in some way, shape, or form, relationship, situation, whatever that is. You're going to know what that presents to you, but that's how you're feeling right now. We're going to pull some cards to kind of clarify what this is. Let's pull a few more cards and see what wants to come out for you here. Let's see here. Wow. We get the Queen of Cups, we get the Devil, and we get the Ace of Swords. So interesting. So the Queen of Cups, this tells me that this is about compassion. This is about heeding your intuition. This is about being emotionally compassionate, giving your cup of love to someone. Now you could have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your realm. That could be the case. So for some of you, that could be the case. But the queens are all about authority. And so when I see this card, she is compassionately giving her emotions and love to someone. Now, the next card that I get from that is I get the Devil card. This is about being in bondage. So it could be that someone that might be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone just, again, with that energy, because the energy does trump the sign. Someone that was giving compassionate, there's some sort of bondage that you feel to this particular person. And what I get right after that is the Ace of Swords. So we've got the Devil card and then the Ace of Swords coming right after that. And the interesting thing is that you've actually received the clarity, okay? You maybe, in terms of this Queen of Cups here, sorry, guys, I'm going to get out of this here. Okay, so this Queen of Cups here, maybe it is, she is beautiful. She could be a fair woman, with fair skin, fair hair, something of the sort. She's offering communication in terms of, giving her emotions to you and offering a cup of love. You feel that maybe perhaps it might keep you in bondage in some way. This is Capricorn type energy, Devil energy. So I think you feel that it might keep you tied. You're not looking to get, perhaps tied, and it scares you. And then I get the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords talks about victory, clarity, and power. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius. So I think you're getting some sort of clarity as it relates to this sort of relationship or situation or bondage here within someone or something. And I say that because, you know, we've got the cups and that's about emotions. But right now you feel that there's maybe a sense of defeat in this. So we're going to continue and we're going to see what else wants to come out for you here. I'm going to go ahead and push this here. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to see what else wants to come out. So let's take a look at what is the cause of the fear. What is the cause of any sort of anxiety in this relationship or situation? Okay. What is it? We get the Two of Cups. Okay. So we get the Two of Cups, and I pulled 4 other cards, but to start off, we get the Two of Cups. This is 2 people offering a cup of love to each other. This is beautiful, okay? So this is what I see here. This is communicating that. This is 2 people coming together, you know, in sharing that. Now, the next card I get is the Empress, and then I get the Star card, right? And then I also get the King of Cups. Oh, this is just amazing. So what this talks about, we got the King of Cups, you know, yeah, so we got the Empress, the Star card in that order. Okay, so the Empress, Star, and King of Cups. The Empress is all about, you know, creativity. She's also, you know, about confidence, being very grounded. She is, you know, this is like a new birth of something new. So I don't know, perhaps there's a new birth in terms of this relationship or situation because there's actual communication of 2 people actually speaking, you know, which is really, really key. But I get, yeah, the Empress, you probably see this person as the Empress, or you're taking on that energy, you know, of the Empress here is what I see here. And that could be the case. Again, it doesn't have to be the sex itself. But then I also get the Star card, right? So it could be dealing with an Aquarius. And then I get the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. So I kind of feel that you might be taking on wanting the birth of something new in this relationship or situation. Again, could be having to go through a little bit of healing, hope, but also inspiration. Maybe you've got someone or a star around you. Maybe you're dealing with someone that does have perhaps, you know, is out in the public a lot, that type of thing. But this is about new hope and inspiration. And I think that is really, really key. And then I get the King of Cups, which is really balanced in his or her emotions, and which is really nice. So I think that, you know, once there's a coming together and there is a conversation here, the cause of anxiety is that not having the conversation and expressing the love. And the birth of something new, again, could create it to some sort of, brings a lot of healing, it brings a lot of inspiration, it brings a lot of motivation, it brings a lot of, you know, success. And this is a balancing of emotions now, where before it was unbalanced, right? It was very much unbalanced and it caused tension. But I think that you have the circumstances now, you're getting the clarity, and the cause of the anxiety was unexpressed emotions. Guys, that's kind of what I'm feeling here that's coming through here. Yeah, I mean, that's generally what I see here. Is there anything else in terms of the cause of anxiety that wants to come through? Yeah, old patterns jumping out and that keeping you recluse, you know, kind of making you stand back a little bit. And this is about breaking those old patterns to have this, you know, brand new birth of something new. And that's what the Empress represents here, right? So that's what I see, old patterns, you know, that were kind of coming into play, that it was causing the anxiety in the process, okay? And anything else that wants to come out here? What is it? Dream. Gosh, you almost couldn't even see it. It's dream. It's listed below here. And this is about, you know, creating the flow between both of you. The emotions have to flow. It's like the wind that goes between the branches of the tree. It's got to go through it, right? If you had the tree come up and try to use all of its power, and if it was live to stop it, to stop the wind coming through it, you can see how much angst that would be and how much efforting that would be. This is about, you know, expressing it and kind of going with the flow, right? And letting the wind between the trees blow through. And that is about the expression of emotions, the give and take of that, that you see within the Lover's card that's been causing the anxiety and confusion. So that's what I see coming through for you, Gemini. Let's take a look at, you know, what can help you in this process. So what can help you in this process, okay? Let's take a look, all right? Yeah, you've got to allow that breathing room, I think, is key. We get the 8 of Cups, okay? And so the 8 of Cups, this is beautiful because this talks about some sort of change taking place, okay? This is about, you know, when I see the 8 of Cups, The interesting thing is about, this is about, you know, trying to hide from your emotions, escapism, right? It's like hiding behind the mountain of emotions that keep our building up, and it's building walls between, and then the barriers between two people that want to come together, okay? So that's kind of what I see here. That there is walls that are being built up, and they're getting bigger and bigger the more that you don't address any sort of communications and of expressions, because these mountains are blue. That represents the throat chakra. That's communication. And this is confidence, which is the solar plexus. And, you know, it's like there needs to be some sort of expression here. So the walls don't build up even more, right? And that's what I see here. And you see in the background, I don't know, between the mountains, that there's water, and it's being blocked, like the water's being blocked. And water, you know, represents the depths of emotions. It's not being expressed. It's kind of like just up in the air. So this is about, you know, really what can help you is to express the emotions, communicate the emotions is going to be very, very key. Okay, so that's what I see here. Okay, so let's take a look at, we'll pull a couple more cards here on what can help is the expression of emotions. And 8 is about the change, the symbiotic balance of expression of interchange that you're finding in the 2 of Cups here that is causing some of the anxiety, right? And yeah, this wants you to dream in the possibilities that things can come true here, that things can take place. What do we get here? Okay, so here we go. We've got the Tower. We've got the Tower here. We've got the 3 of Cups. Right? And then we've got the Sun card. What this tells me is that something had to break down. Something had to come to a complete halt and end. Energy needed to shift and change. And I always view the Tower being something good coming through. You know, why? Because something good comes out of it. You know, whether it's a new realization, you know, a new particular insight, fresh energy, this new awareness that you didn't know before, otherwise you would have stayed in the same patterns, right? So this allows personal development, it allows for your spiritual growth, you know, whatever this is. But the Tower in this circumstances needed to come down. So again, then you get the 3 of Cups, which is, you know, coming together. So this is community. This is about, it needed to fall down so you could come together. And then you get the Sun card, which is living the great life, living good vibrations, right? This is, you know, the sunflower, all about light, you know, newborn, right? So for things to change and to shift in this situation, what can help is, again, is going down. Don't block the emotions. If things, you know, effortlessly need to come to an end, you know, you're letting that just things fall as they fall, and then see where they land. You know, is what I feel. The energy has got to change. So something has got to shift in here. So the universe came in and said, okay, here's the Tower. It brings forth a lot better, you know, community, fresh energy coming through, and then a brand new life and a brand new birth in this situation. This is interesting. What are the best steps that you can take, you know, to overcome this situation? Now, it sounds easy. Yes, express your emotions. But this is what going to be the 3 things that are going to be most important for you to come through here. It's going to help you. Okay, we get the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is all about motion, and the Pentacles are all about, you know, being efficient, being routine oriented. This is actually being dependable. Okay, you know, maybe consistent in a relationship or in a situation. So being dependable, routine oriented, and efficient. Okay, then we get what we call the 6 of Swords. This is about growth. The 6s are about growth. When we get swords, you know, this is some sort of transition, okay? So you've got motion taking place, doing your routine, going through the transition that you're going through after some sort of 9 of Swords, which is, you know, coming to fruition. This is, you know, the 9s are all about this, you know, coming to fruition. And when it comes to, you know, the swords here, this is about maybe there's devastation, there's despair, okay? So this is saying to overcome, there needs to be motion to overcome the despair in this transition, okay? So it's not going to handle it itself. It's not going to do it on its own. The Tower can bring in some fresh energy, but it's also going to take some sort of also inspired action, you know, in terms of what you want to happen. Remember, you got the Dream card, so this is about dream on what it is that you want to happen. So that's what's coming through. Now, any sort of advice that could help you in this process in terms of the steps to overcome this, this transition and taking motion in this. I get a lot of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. There's a lot of swords here. Let's see what this is. Oh my gosh, motion. Didn't we just talk about that? You know, like the motion with the King of Pentacles. So we've got the motion and we've got this clarifying. It's about taking action. There's been no action taken in this situation. And this is about stepping up the game and actually, you know, moving forward in action. Jem, this is what's coming through. I'm sharing it with you. So you got to note your comments below. I do appreciate that. But I see that motion, nothing exists without emotion. You can think it all you want, but that's only half the game there. So this is about, getting into, the process and making the change for something to take place. Any other advice in this process that could go through for you? It says begin now. Start planting the seeds of something new. If you want that rebirth that came through with that Empress energy, right? That Empress energy that came through in terms of the cause of anxiety. This is about this new birth that wanted to come through, right? And then we got that star card, which has to do with the healing, inspiration, hope. And then the King of Cups balancing the emotions. Well, it's going to take an interchange. It's going to take an exchange between two people for this new birth to begin. And this is a new birth of love, right? So then you've got to water the seed. You have to provide the consistency. You've got to take the motion that's important, that's coming through here, to have, the Sun card and things to move over just beautifully. So planting the seeds for that is going to be very, very key. It's going to take some sunlight to plant the seed, plant the seeds, add some sun to it, add some motion to it, right? It creates motion, in terms of the seed growing, right? And it helps transition this seed into full bloom, right? And so you actually get the full bloom of the sunflower and the sun and bringing this to light. So guys, this is what's coming through. I am going to pull a Sacred Rebel card for you, because I've been pulling this in all the reads for the month of August here. I did August, we'll get this out. All right, so let's see. And this is really good because it helps transmute some of the energies, and this might help you, in terms of the process. So what can help you overall in terms of the Oracle to transform some of this energy, this rebel energy of not wanting to move forward and do this motion and have this exchange. Fear is just, your happiness is on the other side of fear. That's all I got to say here. What comes through here? Beautiful. It's a 27 card, okay? And the 27, brings it to a 9. So that also talks about, it talks about, coming to fruition, right? So what this tells me is that this is about the art of receiving, okay? Maybe you don't feel that you're deserving of the love. And this is saying it's time for you to start receive the love that and the situation and the life that you deserve. But it is by you wanting to make them, taking motion to make that happen, right? So that's what this is talking about. So this is really beautiful. So when I see this, it also talks to me about that, giving yourself a hug, maybe a nap, a cup of tea as you go through some of this transition, relax, just really give yourself, your needs, start meeting your needs, what's important to you in meeting your needs, right? If you want love, it's about, going after and meeting your needs, okay? Releasing all fear, guilt, and shame, or false beliefs. That's what this is really important with too, and accept a healthy, productive, sacred rest in this transition as well, that you're going through, okay? It's about healing. There's a lot of healing. I think you've gone through a major change in terms of a situation or a life cycle as well, is what I feel coming through here. But this is about nourishment. Live in love with greater energy and with more love in your heart. Greet the sun. Greet the sun once again. The sun wants to smile, is seen like, are you going to smile for me? Are you going to smile? Because we need some more sun. You smile back at me so we can get these flowers growing. So it's kind of like, it's like greeting the sun again. And each morning with this spectacular art of living, that the philosophy of that. So you will return back to be a lot more efficient and effective, you know, right now. But perhaps this is you're going through a transition where you have to rest right now and you know, kind of let things come to an end effortlessly, you know, in this situation. And then plant the seed for something new, you know, whether again in a relationship, a situation, and it could just be the closing of one old energy and the starting of new energy, so you can get out of any sort of devil energy, right? That Capricorn energy, this is about, you know, it does want you to move forward in motion, but to go with the flow, right? To go with the flow like the wind between the trees, right? So that's what seems to be coming through. It's about, you know, stepping back, receiving, nourishing yourself, nourishing even the relationship or situation as well is going to be very, very key to build something solid. But it does say start planting the seeds to begin now. Yeah, so the receiving, if you haven't been receiving, this is what's coming through for you. Time to nourish yourself, your body, mind, and soul. Okay, so there you have it, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time. Please let me know if this resonates with you. And until next time, namaste.